وأنت سلطان أنت ربنا ونحن عبادك طيب أجس يا أرحم الراحمين انصرنا انصرنا help us تركتنا الصحبة وخير في جميع دار شهرة أفت أست أستغفر الله أستغفر الله. It's enough to say Tarikatuna Asahba wa Khairu fi Jamia and Dar Shahra After Ast. The meanings goes on and on and on. Blessing in coming together with the spiritual power of the Shaykh, and all harm comes when we forgot our Lord. Dar Shahrat, to look after, to be famous in front of people, to look after any benefit or reward except the pleasure of our Lord. When we left that to run after something else, all our good deeds is destroyed. Even the food we ate, instead of giving health and comfort to our bodies, give trouble. Gives trouble. Our bodies give trouble to us. Somebody said we create the cells of our body, the tissues, through our consciousness, through our spirituality, more than our food. When our consciousness is wrong, when our niyat is wrong, when our amal is wrong, everything goes wrong. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad. You know the story of Bahlul, the brother of Harun Rashid, Caliph Harun Rashid. He was majlub person, attracted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and taken to another level. And he used to spend the day in the streets playing with the children and doing strange things and saying strange things. And his brother, the Sultan, Harun Rashid, he was worried for him. And he said, how my brother can be out there like this? I have to bring him inside the palace for his own good. And he called for his brother to the palace. He came. His brother said, oh, my brother, Sultan, what can I do for you? He said, Ya Bahlul, oh my brother, Ya Kardash, I want you to come and stay with me in the palace. It's more suitable for you than to be out in the streets. And the Majlub brother, Bahlul, he said to the Sultan, Harun Rashid, you know that Holy Quran describes the Muslim as the one who conducts his affairs or her affairs through consultation, not to go off by themselves and do something without consulting. So I have to do a very important consultation before I can accept your offer. And Harun Rashid said, I'm the Sultan, who you want to consult with? He said, come with me, there's some very important one I have to consult with right here in the palace to see if I should come here. His brother's, Harun Rashid knows his brother is a bit, so he humors him and said, okay, show me who you want to consult with. He's thinking he wants to consult with his vizier or that person or that person. Bahlul, he goes off through the palace until he comes to the WC restroom of the king, the royal toilet. Tanzilu Subhani, from highest to lowest. And he said, "Oh, my brother, this I have to consult to make my decision." He said, "What?" He went to the, the toilets in the hole dug. He went and looked down, said, "Oh, the toilet of the Sultan, His Highness. I have an important question for you. My brother asking me to come and stay with him in the palace. What's your advice to me? What's your order?" And suddenly, a voice came out from the toilet. "Oh, Bahlul, run away, run away. We were the finest foods in all this world until we went with your brother, and now look at us. Dar Shohrat Afat asked. You run after fame, you wind up in the toilet." May Allah forgive us. And we're intending to carry on the niyat of our Shaykh. Mawlana Shaykh Hishem's niyat, Mawlana Shaykh Nazim niyat, Ben Shaykh's niyat. According to their intention, we're intending to follow it. We're weak and stupid ones, and our receptors to get their heavenly Wi-Fi is so weak. Sometimes you're trying to get the internet on your computer, very weak. It's buffering. It's not. The instrument is not strong, or the router is not strong. Our equipment is not strong, like Aulia, to be able to pick up heavenly Wi-Fi. Sheikh Muhyiddin always said, "Rabbi habli istidadan kamila, bi kabuli faydika aklas." Grant me the good equipment, make me prepared, grant me the perfect preparation to be able to receive your fuyudat, heavenly outpourings, springs, fountains, informations, lights, news, knowledge, visions, guidance. Grant me the perfect preparation. Our preparation is so weak, so weak. There was a famous book one time by J.G. Bennett, the disciple of Gurdjieff, Masters of Wisdom. It was a thick book in hardcover. I took it to Cyprus to show Maulana Sheikh Nazim how advanced I was. And I showed him the book. And he weighed it carefully. He opened. He mentioned the name of Sayyid Ahmad Yasavi, Allah bless him. He mentioned his holy name. Then he looked through. He stopped at one place. He said, "What's this?" And I read for him. Oh yeah, they're talking about the ego. That the ego must be put down before you can progress, and especially anger must be stopped before you can progress to the higher levels. Said, "Good." Hand me the book back. Thank you. I was going to ask him the high points of Naqshbandi, and we didn't do first the low points of Naqshbandi. I always remember somebody came to Maulana Shaykh and said, I quit Naqshbandi. I've had it, I quit. And he said, when did you ever start? So we're asking to start. We're asking to build our spiritual bodies and to use that power over our physical bodies to be in a good condition to receive from Maulana Shaykh what he wants to send. Maulana Shaykh never stingy, but we're not able to carry. Allahumma salli wa sallam wa baraka ala Sayyidina Muhammad Sayyid al-Awwalin wal-Akhirin. An ocean of coffee can't compensate. We're asking the heavenly coffee. Asking to change what's wrong in ourselves, that we can begin to see and hear higher levels. Once, Maulana Shaykh Nazim said he was making tawaf. You remember in Medina, in Mecca Mukarramah, to go around Kaaba, making tawaf around Kaaba Sharif. And it was the Hajj time, very crowded. People pushing and shoving. And he was with Grand Shaykh. At a certain point, he tapped Maulana Shaykh Nazim on the shoulder and said, oh, Shaykh Nazim, look up. He said, I saw another group making tawaf above. So graceful, like butterflies, like angels, going, no one disturbing the other. So beautiful, so graceful, so elegant. My heart wished to join them, to be with them. Who are those beings? We're asking to be with holy ones. Maulana Shaykh said, when you go out, say, I'm intending today to meet a holy one. I'm intending to meet one or some of your awliya. Must be some everywhere, Prophet said. Every place has to have. We're asking to meet one, to take blessings, to take lessons, to take lights. Make us to meet them and make us able to recognize. So dark. Our hearts is more locked down than the whole world locked down. Locked down. We can't see beyond this. One of the signs of the last days, darkness everywhere, Prophet said. Chunks, dark, coming, you can't see even your hand in front of your face. And spiritually, we're locked down like that. Unless he sends an opening to see something beyond, we can't understand anything. And we're going to be left in fear and darkness. If we're not afraid from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he said, Allah makes us to be afraid from something else. And everyone now afraid from something else, something or other else. We left it. When someone passed away, we're quick to say, Inna lillah wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Why we're not saying for ourselves? Inna lillah wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Why we're not returning to Allah? Why we're not returning to Allah? We carry on day and night, never thinking about it. We can't go beyond 4 square walls. We read that dua from Hadrat Anas Malik radiallahu anhu. He said, Kulu Allahu Ahad, Amami, Kulu Allahu Ahad, in Khalfi, Kulu Allahu Shamali, Kulu Allahu Ahad, Yamin, min Shamali, Kulu Maru min Fawqi, Kulu Maru min Tati, Kulu Allahu Ahad min Qalbi. Kulu Allahu Ahad is an endless opening. We're surrounded by Allah's power oceans. Where are we? The Shaykh said, why you're not thinking about it? Where are you? I'm sitting here, Omar. Where's here? Finally, we're in the power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Surrounded on every side, but never thinking about it. Never thinking about it. Who are we also? I am sitting here. What's the difference between me? I am sitting here and you sitting there. You're thinking I'm thinking I, he's thinking I, everyone's thinking I am. Who are all these I ams? Never thinking about it. I'm blaming myself also, never thinking about it. Time after time, we come to the door, open and look in and come back. When we're going to step through that door into lights, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us to think. What's that ayat in Surah Hamim Sajda? Imam Bilal in Surah Sajda, the last, next to the last ayat. Sanurihim. You saw Surah Hamim Sajda? The second from the last ayat. We will show you the signs. Sanurihim in ayatina. Unmute. Jamil, unmute. Unmute.
نعم شيخ. Surah Hamim Sajda?
Yeah, Fusilat. Sanurihim. I think it's the next to the last, 53 or something like that. We'll show you the signs on the horizons and in your sight.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. سنريهم آياتنا في الآفاق وفي أنفسهم حتى يتبين لهم أنه الحق أولم يكف بربك أنه على كل شيء شهيد ألا إنهم في مرية من لقاء ربهم ألا إنه بكل شيء محيط.
Allah, Allah, surrounding and muhit. What Maulana Shaykh said, the world is between the horns of a bull, back and forth. Every day different, good luck, bad luck, success and loss, profit and loss, hot and cold, happy and sad. That bull is standing on a rock, anchored, a hijr. What's that hijr? Zikrullah. From Holy Quran to catch you and hold you. That rock on the back of a whale. Holy Quran. In this La tanfuduna illa bi sultan, a vehicle unparalleled, and that whales swimming through an ocean, an endless ocean. That ocean surrounded in the power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Even more than the ocean, the power of Allah can't be described, can't be measured. What's that Thor, that bull? What's that rock that he's standing on? What's that whale? What's that ocean? And all of it containing the power of Allah. Kafi, Akfa, what's the level? We're trying to learn what Imam Rabbani, Ahmad Surhindi was saying about it. Different ayahs to open the locks. Asking Maulana Shaykh, asking the one who is responsible to open the locks on our hearts. Everything has a guardian. This whole planet has a guardian, and everything has a guardian. Our hearts, the spiritual heart, has a lock on it, under the control of a guardian, with the keys for that lock. Has to open. We're asking him to open those locks. He said, I can't open, you're not ready. One person came to Maulana Shaykh, open for me. Say, I can't open. He said, what do you mean you can't open? He said, you saw on TV the space shuttle. In those days, that was the top, there was no Elon Musk in those days, but the space shuttle. When they'd launch it, everybody would be watching all over the world on TV. He said, how many people worked on that space shuttle? How many scientists? How many mathematicians? How many physicists? How many engineers? How many generals? How many colonels? How many captains? How many sergeants? How many? SubhanAllah. Somebody sent me a picture of myself in London 40 years ago, wearing a huge turban and jubba. I came like that to somebody. One person was introducing a new person in the mosque, and I walked up. He pointed to me and says, this is Private Haqq. The turban was like this. I remember I was dressed as General Haqq, but in private. How many experts had to sign off on that space shuttle that everything is perfect before they can launch it, push the switch? He said, the heart of the human being, called more powerful than thousands of space shuttles, 700 times more, 700,000 times. If I open for you and it's not perfectly, the wiring is not perfect, burns you and around you. Really burn, not only by burns physically and metaphor. So we're asking to make our wiring, to make our preparation more perfect. Prophet said, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, seek knowledge, even up to China. It's a famous hadith, is it not? Seek knowledge up to China. China was the farthest place known in those. It means exert yourself to find knowledge up to the end. What kind of knowledge we're going to? Knowledge how to prepare ourselves to open our hearts. Where we're going to find that knowledge, we have to find it. Oh, our Lord, send us. Make us to reach the approval of the one who is able to open the locks of our hearts. Ya Sayyid. We're asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be busy preparing our hearts to open. Sheikh Omar in Montreal, Sheikh Omar Koni said, Mulana told him, Grand Sheikh gave me a treasure chest filled with jewels and gold and diamonds and rubies and emeralds. And he's sitting with me always. But till today, no one came to ask me about it. People ask for everything else. They came to ask about everything else. Nobody asked me about those treasures. What's that treasure? To be my heart is going to be opened. Heavenly treasures. If Allah wants to give someone a grant, where he's going to put it, where it's going to be safe. So spiritual realms, everything in this world is going to be destroyed. Appears for a moment and goes. We came here from Houston and we planted some bushes last year, lilac, beautiful flowers. And we came, they were blooming. And it finished its time. It only comes in the spring. We came for the end of that 1 week and then you can't find it anymore. Most beautiful treasure is very short lasting in dunya. We're asking the one who will last. We're asking to step through to a world that's never going to be ruined and decayed. This is what we're asking. This is what Prophet was calling people to. Wallahu ya'adu ila dar as-salam. What's that dar as-salam? The place never going to be always, the happiness never going to be unhappy. The excitement never going to be disappointed. This is what we're asking. To follow the pillar of our Naqshbandi Tariqa, Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. The Prophet said, you want to see someone who died before he died? Look to Sayyidina Abu Bakr. He said, what I took from knowledge and lights, I poured into the heart of Sayyidina Abu Bakr. I transferred it to him. He was prepared. Thani Uthnain, second of two in the cave. Make us to be on his way. Make us to be prepared to receive that lights. We can't be as prophets, we can't be as Sayyidina Abu Bakr, but everyone can be what Allah wrote for them to be. Mulana Shaykh said, the lowest person in paradise, the last one to get in, the very minimum, he got the lowest one, or she got the lowest, last barely made it in. He's going to look at what they're granted and say, SubhanAllah, I got the best one. I can't believe it. What my good fortune is that world, never a disappointment. We can't imagine it in dunya. Nothing to compare it to. Dunya is, we're asking to step through the door of our heart into another world. May Allah grant us. May Allah grant us that preparation. May Allah grant us the preparation to be busy making our hearts ready to receive those lights. Tuba, good tidings, the one who can prepare when they're still in this life. To be like Sayyidina Abu Bakr, to die before they die. It means to step through that door. We're asking to follow him. If no, Mulana Shaykh said, don't be in despair. Mulana Shaykh can come even in the last 7 breaths of a person's life and take them for a perfect preparation. Through 5 breaths. In the sixth breath, Prophet to complete seventh last breath for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah grant us to step through that door into light and forgive us everything we did, making us to be not suitable for that job. Muhasabah. That's a muraqabah. Look at yourself. I have to look at myself. What we did not to prepare ourselves. We made ourselves. Our consciousness made our being. Not what we ate made our body. We did it with our the way we are. We have to improve the way we are to make our situation to be correct. This is my limit. More than that, we can't. Grand Sheikh didn't talk unless he reached it. We're standing at the door asking to reach it. Biharmat Habib, Biharmat al-Fatiha. Amen.